I'm doing really well. Yeah, first of all, it's nice to be here in Riyadh. Obviously, again, only last month we were here for a boxing event, which was Fury. It shows that, you know, Saudi Arabia are just going big on boxing, and so they should really, because I mean, look at the big fights that they've got on this card. I mean, you got the amazing biggest fights on in the heavyweight division here. Yeah. So there's some, hopefully everyone wins who's supposed to win. I think there could be another massive card in a couple of months' time.
Just a couple more questions, I know we've got a lot.
Yeah.
What does it mean? Obviously, you're a Muslim fighter. Well, you were a Muslim fighter, obviously still Muslim. What does it mean to you to see boxing progress in a Muslim country such as Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I think it's just great to see that boxing in this region is doing really well. And, you know, obviously, being Muslim myself, been the first person to have a fight over here back in 2019 against Billy Dib in Jeddah. Look how big boxing's become now. Yeah. So it's great to see that so many big names want to come here and want to fight over here. Turki Al-Sheikh, what he's done for the sport here in Saudi Arabia is amazing. So wish him all the very best, and we're here to support. End of the day, you know, I flew here, I was only in Dubai, I decided why not be here and be part of this amazing event.
And last question from me, obviously, continuing with the theme, do you think, obviously a lot of British Muslim fighters, you know, you've got Shabazz Masood, Hamza Shiraz, Yusuf Raza. Do you think that we're going to see an even increase in South Asian and Muslim fighters?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely, especially when there's big fights happening in Saudi Arabia, a Muslim country. You're going to get more Muslim brothers and sisters who want to go into boxing, who want to fight one day. So why not? Yeah, 100%. And I'm also here backing them, helping them, and sending them our love. Yeah, hopefully there will be some big fights happening over here.
Thank you.
Amir, about 2 weeks ago, Devin Haney, Regis program happened at 140. Did you get to watch that fight?
I didn't, but I read about it.
Yeah,
Look, a good fight. I mean, look, I always said Devin Haney is an amazing fighter. Back in 2018, when I was training for the fight against Terence Crawford, he was one of my sparring partners. Yeah. And I mean, what a fighter he is. And I said it a long time ago that he is one of the best fighters I've sparred. Amazing fighter, has good skill, good movement, power as well. So yeah, he's really showing his class.
Since that fight, Ryan Garcia's called him out, and now those negotiations have started.
Yeah, I think he'll beat Ryan Garcia. Yeah. I mean, look, I know they fought 3 times before, and six times before, 3-3. But I think if it ever happens again, definitely, I think Devin Haney will take that fight.
You mentioned how you sparred him for Crawford, right? He's already talking about moving up to 147. How do you think he'll do up at that weight class?
Giving a lot of weight away, but you know what? He holds it quite well. When I was sparring with him, obviously he was taking he was holding his own, you know. I think he's a very good fighter. Yeah, we had some great sparring sessions together. We did that one time. We may have done like 6, 7, 8 rounds with each other. Brilliant fighter, and I'm glad that he was there to help. You know, end of the day, you know, he was up and coming at that time. He was not a world champion, and I do remember speaking to him, saying to him that you will one day become one of the best out there, because you can see talent. He had it all.
What is it about him that's so good in your eyes?
I think it's the focus he has, and from a young age he's been training as well. What a great fighter.
Yeah, and just I wanted to ask you about this card. Obviously, Joshua versus Wallin, Parker versus Wilder. Can you just break down both of them main event fights?
Yeah, so obviously you got Parker, Wilder. Wilder obviously is the favourite going into that fight, but look, Parker can pull up. So obviously having the same coach as Fury, they know the ins and outs how to beat Wilder. So maybe I think they might know exactly what they need to do in that fight. But look, Wilder always comes to fight. He's got the power, he's got the size, the reach. So I mean, look, that's a good 50-50 fight. And then going into the final fight with Joshua and Wallin, yeah. I think Wallin obviously showed good skills against Tyson Fury. Gave Tyson some, you know, a little bit of a tough night that night when he fought him. I think if he puts on the same performance, you know, it will be a very good fight. I think it's great for the fans to have a fight like that. But I do lean more towards Joshua winning that fight, because I think this will only edge him more forward to a bigger fight, maybe end of the year with someone like Wilder, if both fighters win.
Yeah, there's rumours about it getting made in March if both of the fighters win. Joshua versus Wilder, just break that down for me if that does happen.
Joshua, Wilder, it's a hard one to call, because both fighters are at the top of their game, and both powerful, both strong, and I think it's whoever hits who first.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, just a quick one from me. Deontay Wilder's obviously been out the ring for quite a while, and only had one round last year anyway.
Yeah.
You had a long gap between Billy Dib and then Kell Brook. How much can inactivity cause problems for a fighter, especially at this level?
I mean, especially when you're getting older, you know. When you're getting older, it is going to get a lot harder. You know, just get into when you lose that routine, you know, it is hard to get back into it again, and your timing goes off a little bit. You know, Islam. Yeah, so I said hello to him. So yeah.
So last one. Any more news on a potential exhibition? I know your discussion recently with Manny Pacquiao, you mentioned some stuff. Any more conversations on that, or is that all just dead in the water?
No, to be honest with you, I went training the other day and I did a bit of a training session, and I was like, I don't know. Look, I don't need the money. Alhamdulillah, I'm in a very comfortable position. But for me, it was just that you do miss the sport a little bit. But then, if your body's not gonna let you, kind of, and push you, and kind of, you think you've still got it in you, then and really, my body really wasn't functioning, and I was like, maybe because I don't have an opponent, I just did. I mean, look, when you've trained all your life, sometimes calling it a day is everything. You know what I mean? For me now, 37 years old, I'm not getting any younger or any faster. Well, I don't feel it. Trust me, when I did that one session.
Last one. Obviously tonight we've got Joshua and Wilder both fighting, potentially leading to their mega fight. Who would you pick in that fight? I know there are a lot of intangibles.
It's whoever hits who first. I mean, look, Joshua, we know bangs hard. You know that Wilder hits very hard as well. So I think it's who stays composed and gets the cleaner shots in, and then bang, you know who the winner is. I think a fight like that, you'll get to know who the winner is after the first round, because you'll see who the more come forward fighter is, and the more, you know, the more skillful fighter is. I mean, both fighters are skillful, but like I said, so in the heavyweight division, it's always that one big punch that can change the night.
Okay, thank you, Amir.
I mean, if ever there was a name,
guys, media trying to get interviews here.
That's it.
Yeah, but then
if ever there was a name to kick off Riyadh season, Amir Khan would be synonymous with that name. Do you ever think that you ever wish that this would have come a couple of years earlier, so you could?
I got to experience the Jeddah season, and that was back in 2019 against Billy Dib. But I mean, look, it is what it is. You know, in the day, I did my bit, and alhamdulillah, you know, I'm very happy that I had the opportunity to fight in Saudi Arabia once. But I wish it was around my time. There would have been some mega fights that I could have had over here. You know what I mean? And won more fans, and a lot closer to here is obviously, first of all, you see the British always want to travel and see the fighter, but Pakistan's not too far from here, and you know, different countries like Dubai, Abu Dhabi, so a lot of people would have flown over. Being a Muslim fighter, I think it would have been amazing. But look, it is what it is. It didn't happen in my time, but I mean, yeah, we just have to come here and support other up-and-coming fighters.
But we're here now, and I'm sure you're proud of what the region is doing for the sport of boxing. We're going to ask you, what are you looking forward to seeing on the card? We've seen some amazing fights.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to the Wallen with Joshua fight. I want to see how he's going to perform in that fight, and also we saw how he did against Fury and how good he can do against Joshua, and we see how much Joshua has left in him, you know. And then obviously you got Wilder as well against Parker. Parker is a dangerous fighter as well, but still, you know, with the power that Wilder has, does he still have that power and the confidence that he had back before Tyson Fury beat him? So let's see how that goes as well. And like I said, this is only going to move forward to a big fight between the two.
I've heard you say that the fight is a pick-em fight. We're about to put you on the spot. AJ versus Wilder. How do you think that plays out? Who do you think ultimately?
It's a tough one to call. You know, they're both my friends, and I respect both fighters. They're both being world champions. I think it's a brilliant fight. Look, it's a hard fight to call. It's a 50-50 fight. I'm not going to pick a winner there because, like I said, they both are my friends and they're both good fighters. So yeah, it's a tough one to call.